Mickey on the track.
What it do, what it do? Can I talk to you? Talk to him.
Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. These niggas don't live that life. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it.
Turn up, turn up, turn up.
Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. These niggas don't live that life. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it.
Turn up, turn up, turn up.
Sliding on the turnpike, got the trunk full of green and the feelings full of Snow White. And I'm bumping that trick daddy, cause I do it for the thugs and the motherfucking dope addicts. My swag got voted bitch, to the day that I die, I'ma run a new swag shit. Now I'm back in the trap bitch, drop a 4 in the pot, whip a whole box of moon pie. There's 8 in the bar bitch, 6 in the 38, don't get your ass popped bitch. All the hate need to stop bitch, before you fuck around and have yourself nailed in the coffin. Cool me down, I be going in, nigga swimming through that water like a shark, nigga no fin. All 10 toes down, I'm a grown man, I don't kick no dirt, I don't throw sand. I keep this shit here 1 grand. Who the fuck told a bitch she can think like a man? Booted up, skeeted up, ready to buzz. I'm a fruit with the rhyme slinker. I spit the other shit. And shout out to my brother tryna man bitch. And shout out to the niggas that I fuck with. And shout out to the niggas trying to get free. And shout out to the niggas that be pushing me. And shout out to that nigga eating over beat. And shout out to the motherfucker that made me. And shout out to the OG that raised me. Shout out to the J they be calling me. Shout out to the YG follow me. Cue ball side to side like centipede. And the chopper stay hot like fish grease. And I stay turned up so you hear me. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. These niggas don't live that life. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it.
Turn up, turn up, turn up.
Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. These niggas don't live that life. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it.
Turn up, turn up, turn up.
Niggas say they thuggin', they ain't never thug nothing. Niggas say they hustle, they don't even hustle nothing. Niggas say they bustin', they ain't never bust nothing. They ain't never clutch nothing. I up, they run. I'm a street nigga, you a grave filler. Legit, I'm a shooter and you a get hitter. Old WK, sweet potato pie ass nigga. I wet your ass up like high tide, bitch nigga. Counting up money, so money on my mind. I need another line, cause it's time up my line. Late nights, early mornings, take advantage of the time. And when it comes time, best believe I'm gon' ride. The streets in my veins, soldier in my eye. Streets gon' talk, but the streets don't lie. When they come for you, boy, your ass can't hide. You won't even see the stand, won't get to testify. No, be the type to plead the fifth and ask for my defense. If I see the dough, I'ma scream self-defense. Gotta have a lawyer, pull the defenders ain't shit. And if you really in the streets, then you know this shit. Get another lit, then flip that. 10 toes down, nigga, gotta keep that. 100,000 before I die, gotta get that. A Lamborghini before I die, try to whip that. Nigga, bitch, I'm on that.
Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. These niggas don't live that life. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it.
Turn up, turn up, turn up.
Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. These niggas don't live that life. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it.
Turn up, turn up, turn up.
Since adolescent, being thug still playing the motivation for the money. Got a nigga hate, put the swag in the Pyrex. One fault, when a wheel, make it bounce back. On the block with the Glock, let me work that. Young nigga with the juice, and my swag never throw back. Stay scrap with a 9 in the doorway. Don't check a pussy nigga, that's a cocaine. Rockin' out with the pussy on the one way. I'ma let the 9 spray. Turn up on a pussy nigga, he the pump fake. Stick drill, 100 round, that's an overkill. Nigga lost a lot of money, that's a high live. Bring the power to your nigga like a Dr. Phil. Fucking bitch on the spot, that's a gator face. She a runner, put a bitch up on a track team. You ain't know she lit thing. All my niggas on scope, nigga point blank. You get ass like trash, look your ass stain.
Taliban, span, dragon flying high, Taliban for one time. Attention, flying high.
Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. These niggas don't live that life. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it.
Turn up, turn up, turn up.
Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. These niggas don't live that life. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. These niggas don't live that life. Flip it, flip
jet fly from city to city.